Tonight on Toms River Schools Today, we will take a look at how one child is looking for a miracle.
And as always, we'll have a look at some of the events from around the school district. Toms River Schools Today starts in 2 minutes.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
Hello and welcome to Toms River Schools Today for November 3rd. I'm Jackie Sweeney.
And I'm Dylan McGillway. Later on tonight, we'll take a look at a college athlete that got her chance for a dream.
But up first tonight, we take a look at our elementary schools and our elementary happenings segment.
Starting off with elementary schools happening, please bring in your food for donation to Westover for Food Drive Friday. Your help can go a long way.
Let's take a look at today's random fact of the day.
Hi, I'm Stephen Brent with TV21's Random Fact of the Day. Chihuahuas, when placed under extreme stress, have been known to eat their young.
Hello Kitty fans from all over the world are gathered in Los Angeles this weekend. Some 25,000 people attending a convention there to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the popular feline character. Let's take a look.
This is the first ever Hello Kitty fan convention in the world ever. We're celebrating Hello Kitty's 40th anniversary, and it is just a global gathering of Hello Kitty fans from around the world who are just coming together to celebrate their love for Hello Kitty.
So cute, and it's just like all Hello Kitty. It's just amazing to walk around here and just see only Hello Kitty.
Honestly, it's amazing. I never knew there was so much Hello Kitty stuff around.
Well, I think Hello Kitty has surpassed its girls-only market. It includes a lot of men as fans, and I think it shows the broadness of her appeal. And granted, not everybody might see the same things in Hello Kitty as everybody else, but it's sort of the something for everybody philosophy.
Hello Kitty is for everybody. She really does have no gender. I mean, as you can see from the con, millions of people love her, and they're all different sorts of people, male or female. So I think she's good for everybody.
Well, if you're a Hello Kitty fan, you're going to be very, very excited. There's so much to see and take pictures of and take pictures with. You can get a Hello Kitty tattoo, a real permanent Hello Kitty tattoo.
What I got was a Hello Kitty wrapped around with a snake. And the reason I like the snake is because I'm a snake in Asian culture, so I think it was a good fit with the Hello Kitty.
Yeah, it reminds me of my childhood. I just think she's cute and timeless, so.
You can look at a bunch of different vintage items that are on display from the 70s and 80s. You can see the very first Hello Kitty product ever created, which is a vinyl coin purse, which is on display on loan from Japan.
This has been overwhelming. Over the course of the 4 days, we have sold over 25,000 tickets. We wish we could have actually had more people come, but the fire marshals gave us the no-no. And it's just 100,000 square feet of just eye candy, just a lot of fan convention, like panels and discussions and lectures and workshops. And so, you know, I think it just shows you that the kawaii factor of total cuteness is just contagious. And she just makes people smile.
She makes me happy. So it was just the natural thing, just to follow, see what the convention was going to be like, and here I am.
Hello Kitty obviously takes the form of a cat, but in spirit, she more inhabits the presence and the internal, the heartfelt presence of a girl, a little girl, your best friend, and now a kind of global icon, a celebrity.
They used to show up in the circus in town and at birthday parties, but now clowns, especially scary ones, are very much part of pop culture. What makes them so creepy? Stephanie Alam reports.
My son's been a little down in the dumps. Maybe you can cheer him up.
As the popularity of American Horror Story demonstrates, clowns are associated with more than just children's parties and circuses. Ever since serial killer and part-time clown John Wayne Gacy was convicted of murdering 33 young men and boys in the 1970s, the image of the happy-go-lucky performers has turned increasingly more sinister.
I'll drive you crazy and I'll kill you all.
They've become some of our most widely used pop culture villains. From Stephen King's It to the horror classic Poltergeist, people love to be scared of clowns. Psychotherapist John Silamparis explains the fascination.
You might say that the painted expression of a clown makes it difficult for people to gauge, what that person's emotions are, what their motives are.
But now the fears have become a reality. One sleepy Southern California town turned into a media hotspot after one couple's photography project went viral in early October.
They can quickly grow from a legal project, a photography project, into an urban legend.
As Sergeant Joe Grubbs of the Bakersfield Police Department describes, the photos of a man dressed in clown garb posing around the small town of Wasco sent social media ablaze, leading to a number of copycat pranks in neighboring towns. Meanwhile, the real Wasco clown became a local celebrity. The events in and around Wasco inspired similar social media pranks in New Mexico and Florida, as shown in this surveillance video taken in Jacksonville. Fueled by social media, the story has taken a dark turn as it spreads worldwide. French police have arrested multiple people dressed in clown costumes, some carrying deadly weapons, with others actually assaulting innocent people. But why clowns? Silamparis says it all comes down to an element of mistrust.
There's the quick movements that they make and the noises that they make and the bright colors and all that stuff. Put all that together, and again, I don't know who that person is. That brings up fear.
If the trend continues, coulrophobia, aka the fear of clowns, may claim more victims.
It's time to take a trip around the world in our 60-second road trip. Can you guess where we are today?
One Texas family has to win a lottery they don't want to play. A 5-year-old boy needs a bone, but he hasn't been able to find a donor. Usually, he must stay inside away from germs, but this Halloween he was able to trick-or-treat with some special costume. Sebastian Robertson has the story.
Do I have to tell you everything?
Yes.
It's clear 5-year-old Klein McMurray is sick of talking about medical stuff.
Hey,
He's lived it his whole life.
after you're done interviewing me, can you just stay for like one game of Skylanders?
A rare blood disorder has crippled his immune system, meaning most of his life he's been homebound. They've learned to deal with the ups and the downs. At his worst, a scrape, a mosquito bite could be devastating. Last week, his parents realized Halloween was most likely out of the question. A few days ago, that changed. His white blood cell count just high enough to leave the house, but not without protective gear.
A mask to keep the germs away from getting in my mouth.
Missing school for weeks at a time, Klein is back, shielded from germs.
They're little tiny bugs you can't even see.
A golf cart separating him from the crowd. His parents know a bone marrow donor could free him from isolation. So far, not one of the 11 million donors registered are a match.
Happy Halloween!
Her son understands what healthy means, but he's never lived it.
For him to be restricted from living like a normal child, that's very hard on a parent.
Seizing opportunities like this one to keep him in front of his friends, to keep him connected.
His friends do miss him, and I don't want them to forget him.
Knowing that any minute they could get the news they've been waiting for.
There might be a match, we don't know.
It is now time for us to take a look at the Dictionary.com's word of the day. Today's word is simplistic, meaning exclusively simple, not complete or thorough enough, not treating or considering all possibilities or parts. And now for today's sentence. The statistics are based off simplistic studies of a small, unrepresentative population that cannot be applied to a broader population. Now we're going to take a short break, but coming up, we'll take a look at what the intermediate school happenings.
And also, we take a look at your weather, so stick around, we'll be right back.
Every year, mothers lose their babies to gun crimes. You'll always be your mother's baby. So before you commit a gun crime, think about who you'll leave behind. Gun crimes hit home.
Welcome back. Starting off our intermediate happenings, at Intermediate South, who doesn't like peanut butter and jelly? Interact is collecting your donations of PB&J to help those less fortunate. We will be donating the food to the St. Joe's Food Bank in Toms River. Please bring your donations to D101.
Falls members stop by B202 to pick up your code of conduct form, the clipboard, get it signed, and returned by our next meeting. Student Council codes of conduct forms are due ASAP to Mrs. DeSlong and B202. Forms must be returned before working any event.
Seminole Spirit Day every Friday. Don't forget to wear your Seminole colors. Spirit wear is on sale in the school store. At Intermediate East, the PTO is selling raffle tickets for Chromebook tickets are $5 when we sold during lunches. The drawing will be held Wednesday, November 5th.
It is now time for our environmental tip of the day. Each day, we will bring you a tip that will help save the environment. Let's take a look at today's tip.
I'm Vinny DeStefano with TV21's Environmental Tip of the Day. Help reduce acid rain, carpool, use public transportation, or better yet, walk or bicycle to work or school.
Every day on the show, we'll be bringing you a tip of the day. Stay tuned for tomorrow as we give you another way to help save the environment.
Pumpkin may seem like a cynical season food fad, but as Maggie Lake found out, it may be the new lasting trend.
Derek, look at this one.
It's a childhood ritual. A visit to the pumpkin patch ushers in fall and signals Halloween is close.
This one.
Turns out, kids aren't the only ones mad about pumpkins. From coffee to cookies, orange is the new green. Sales of pumpkin-flavored food and beverages spiked 14% in 2013, with Americans shelling out more than $300 million. The pumpkin hype has gotten so intense, Starbucks Pumpkin Spice Latte even has its own Twitter handle. That level of attention might seem unusual for a drink that doesn't actually contain the bulbous squash.
Pumpkin spice foods inexplicably seem to grow more omnipresent every year, even though there's no actual pumpkin in the drinks.
But Ed Levine, the editor of food website Serious Eats, says don't diss what you haven't tried. Who can't like this?
That's a delicious soup. I like my pumpkin muffins moist.
This could get messy. Affordable and easy to cook with, pumpkins are hitting a sweet spot with both chefs and customers. And that's good news for local farmers. Pumpkins are good business these days?
Yes, they are. Pumpkins are great business.
Betsy Stewart's family has farmed this land in New York State for over 100 years. She said the farm has doubled its pumpkin sales in the last 10 years.
This is a warded pumpkin. This is a white one. And this is a cheese pumpkin back here.
Starbucks may get part of the credit for fueling the pumpkin craze, but farmers say it's part of a broader movement of people caring about where their food comes from, buying locally sourced, and eating more vegetables. And they hope that means that the humble pumpkin is more than just a passing fad.
I think it's a new lasting trend. I think it's going to increase from year to year.
Food critics agree.
It also plays into another trend that's sweeping the country, if not the world, and that is local. So pumpkins and squash are local this time of year and in virtually any part of the country.
The realization of what Peanuts' Linus predicted so long ago.
It's the great pumpkin. He's rising up out of the pumpkin patch.
We'll toast to that. To the pumpkin. Maggie Lake, CNN.
Bon appetit.
New York.
It is now time for another break. Coming up later in the show, we will take a look at your high school happenings.
Tom's River Schools today. We'll be right back.
But the butcher don't care if you live or if you die. But I've never touched nothing that my spirit could kill. You know I've seen a lot of people walking around with tombstones in their eyes.
High school happenings. Attention juniors and seniors, make sure you stop by Into Guidance to check out all the scholarship opportunities that you may be applicable for.
No.
The History Club will be running its first 2 trips of the school year in November. See Mr. Cohen and E5B for permission slips. Saturday, November 8th, we'll be going to Philadelphia. The cost is $25. Saturday, November 29th, we will go into Washington, D.C. The cost is $40. Both trips will be open to the first 100 students who sign up. First come, first serve.
Attention students and staff. The school store is now open to serve you. We are stocked with all your Raider apparel needs, including Champion and Under Armour brands. The school store is open every day after school from 1:40 to 2 p.m. We also have Yoo-Hoo, Snapple, and water for $1, as well as many delicious snacks to get you energized for your after-school practices. Stop in soon. It's time to get Raiderized.
Any student interested in applying to a service academy, please see Ms. Tamaro in guidance. Need a little help with your college entrance essays? Having difficulty with that research paper? Or would you just like another set of eyes to proofread your assignments? Well, the Writing Center provides tutors to help with all types of writing assignments. The Writing Center is now open every Tuesday and Thursday after school in W25. Ask your English teacher or for further details.
The fall weight room will be open Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Option 2 students must sign in and out. School agendas are on sale in room EO2 or W8 for only $6. See Mr. Malagy or Miss Fitzgerald with any questions.
High School East Bible Club will be meeting every Thursday in room MO8 after school. All are welcome.
Switching to High School North. Every Wednesday is Green Day at North. Remember to wear green to help to get the word out about the need for recycling and energy conservation.
Check out the SAT question of the day and win a weekly prize and be in the drawing for a monthly grand prize. See Mrs. Keaton in the Media Center. It is now time for us to take a short break. After the break, we will take a look at your 3-day forecast. Tom's River Schools Today will be right back.
Hi, do you have ID? Yep. Oh, okay, thanks. Hi, do you have ID?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, you can't be in the building without ID. I need to...
It's okay.
Excuse me. Yes, security, please. There's a young man in the building without ID, and he's running away from my post here at Ball Duty.
Starting off sports tonight, Lauren Hill, who has an inoperable form of brain cancer called diffuse intristic pontine glaucoma, wanted a chance to play collegiate basketball. Hill's dream to play came true Sunday afternoon as she scored 4 points in Mount St. Joseph's win over Hiram College, 66-55. Hill also received the Pat Summit Most Courageous Award at halftime.
Let's now take a look at our 3-day forecast as Dylan fills us in on the weather.
Let's take a look at the 3-day forecast. Coming up tomorrow, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 64 and a low of 52. For Wednesday, the cloud cover increases with a high of 68 and a low of 54. And finally, for Thursday, there's a chance of rain with a high of 63 and a low of 53. And now back to Jackie Sweeney.
Thanks, Dylan McGilloway. Wrapping up tonight's show, an Arizona couple is laughing at their painful but unforgettable wedding moment. It started with a cute idea, the groom carrying the bride in, but as Gene Moo shows, it didn't go exactly as planned.
Here's what happens when a groom really sweeps his bride off her feet and his. Julian continued carrying her to the reception while she managed to keep a grip on her bouquet. Touché. Notice the woman running to the rescue decided not to miss the shot. The bride had a cut on her forearm. She was bleeding, so was the groom. He actually took the brunt of the fall. His arms cushioned her. The couple can thank the mother of the bride for posting the fall on YouTube for the world to see and joke about. What a way to cement your relationship. The bride thought the fall was hilarious, telling ABC News, "Who can really top that kind of wedding entrance?" Well, since you ask, number 5, best wedding blooper, the cake feeding that swallowed the bride. And the cake. Number 4, those beachfront weddings where the marriage starts out by being washed up. Number 3, taking the plunge when the dock gives out under the wedding party.
Oh my God,
The bride ended up dry with just the bottom of her gown wet, though one person suffered a fractured upper arm bone. Number 2, the bride who got zapped on a zip line by the groom as they made their grand entrance. No newlyweds were harmed in the making of this video. Our number 1 wedding blooper, the groom who got drilled with a drone shooting pre-wedding photos. Look at, there's blood on that. Meet the photographer.
The couple, they were super cool about the whole thing. Obviously, I felt horrible.
How super cool was the groom, despite having cuts to his head?
Yeah, I hope we didn't ruin your camera.
When marriage mishaps occur, there is one wedding vow you can count on to be kept.
I'm YouTubing that, Brett.
So this will be your wedding picture till death do you part. These two not only fell for each other, they fell on each other. Ginny Mo, CNN, New York.
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about any upcoming event, please send the interschool mail to the TV studio at High School East, or you can email us at tv21@trschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune in to TV21 throughout the day to catch this show as we bring you stories from around the district. Also, we take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that wraps up tonight's show. For Town River Schools, I'm Dylan McGilloway.
And I'm Jackie Sweeney. Have a great night.